Listen, when you've been single for a while, right? Everything will get everybody that you find will give you a red flag. Everybody that you meet will give you red flags. Everybody that you talk to will give you red flags. You will find red flags in every single person. Everybody will stimulate parts of you that everybody will give you red flags. You will find red flags everywhere you go. And that's one of the things you will find red flags because while you've been single for a while, the singleness is trying to be protected, right? Once you've been single for a while, you got to protect your singleness. Your singleness feels vulnerable, and your singleness trying to hold on, right? Because your singleness is alive and it's trying to hold on to life and death because it doesn't want to change. Once you've been in something for a while, it doesn't want to change. It doesn't want to change. And so even when you're about to meet somebody or when you met somebody and you begin to date that person, right? Hey, Just Pre, how we doing? Hey, Miss Spencer. When you meet somebody and you begin to date that person and you begin to go to the next step, you know what you do? You begin to find faults. You begin to find problems. You begin to think something is wrong with them. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. Something is wrong. Something is off. And you begin to find every reason to stay single. It's like this one right here. No matter what you are doing in life, if you've been there for too long, hey, Chesney, if you've been in that thing for too long, you can't let go of it because it's what you know. It's all you know. So you're going to fight it. You're going to fight it. And your singleness, nothing wants to die. Your singleness don't want to die. Hey, Lisa, your singleness don't want to die. And so it's trying to stay alive. And so when you single, so I told my daughter's mom, I said, when you single, man, for 10, 15 years, oh, you might as well just get used to it. Because I swear you all think that there is no decent men, there's no decent woman. It's not that, it's because it's just your singleness is decent. That's all it is. And people say, I like being single. Yeah, of course. It's what you know. It's what you remember yesterday. It's what you have been doing for the past 10 years. Of course you enjoy it. What's not to enjoy? You know what I mean? Like, why is not to enjoy? It's not about not enjoy. Listen, listen, you remember when we used to enjoy going to the club? When you get picky, it's because you value you. Sometimes you get picky because you just picky. Sometimes you value you, but sometimes you get picky because you just picky person. Sometimes, and hey, Patty, and sometimes we get picky to make excuses because we don't want to change that singleness. Sometimes you get picky because you are still addicted to being single because changing single makes you uncomfortable. To change from being single, it makes you uncomfortable. Now you have to deal with somebody. You have to learn to deal with someone, right? You have to learn to coexist with someone. You have to learn to change your selfish ass behavior. You can't be selfish no more. Because one thing about being single, you will be selfish. Selfish as hell. It's your time, it's your money, it's your space, it's your this, it's your that. And when you get into a relationship, you can't be selfish anymore with your time. It's time to share. And some of you, listen, you being selfish all your damn life. We find everything wrong with a person indeed, Lisa. Some of you, listen, your report card from second grade said that you're selfish. some of you, your report card from second grade, your report card, second, third, fourth grade says you can't play good with people. You cannot play well with people. You and your report card. And now you get in a relationship. What's up, MGS? How we doing, brother? You get in a relationship, you suck at it because you are selfish. You've been selfish for a long time. And so relationship is very hard. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. But there's a way how, sometimes when you've been single for 5, 10 years, there's a way how to get into a relationship without being scared to death. Hey, thanks, brother. Thanks for the heart me. Just free. Is that cuss you out? Hey, Olivia, how we doing? There's a way to start dating because when you begin to date after being single for so long, that shit is going to bother you. You're going to find everything wrong with that person. Thank you, Abby's Corner. You're gonna find everything wrong with that person. I mean, you're gonna find everything. Sometimes you don't know what you're finding, but something is wrong. Because it can't be this easy. It can't, when you've been single for so long, nothing could be easy. It can't be that easy, because if it's that easy, why am I single for 20 years? But you realize it's not just because we get comfortable being single. Just like how we get comfortable being married. We get comfortable in relationships. When we're in a relationship, we don't want to be single. When we are single, we don't want to get in because whatever we are doing in life, as we continue doing, you want to stay doing it. That's just human nature. Yeah, this is human nature. So you have to understand what is it that you want. You know, if you haven't been working for a while, it's like, for instance, remember when you remember before you had kids? Into my DMs made my skin. You remember like before you had kids? Now you have kids and it's the whole life change. I'm not selfish at all, just picky. Man, if they something my spirit and make moves, I will adjust accordingly. Man, that's what we say, man. That's what everybody says. Sometimes, hey Michelle, sometimes we just can't do it. I think many of us, we've been single for too long. I mean, seriously, this is no shade. We've been single for too long. When you've been single for so long, right? Hey Karen, when you've been single for so long, it's a wrap. Everybody who comes in your life, you will give them hell. Every man who try, their nails too long, their hair is not combed good enough, their beard is not shaved properly, the eyelashing properly, you know, the teeth, the front teeth is too big, right? Tony, you sleep well, right? Their front teeth is too big, or they're too hairy, or they don't like the way they speak. You don't like the voice, right? You don't like the way they hug you. You don't like they bring up sex too early. They breathe too loud. They talk about sex too early. It's only been 16 weeks and he already talking about sex. Everything bothers you. I don't like how he wears his pants. I don't like how he eats his chicken bones. His chicken. I don't like how he chew when he chew with his mouth open. I just can't do it. You know, I can't do it. Thank you, Karen. I can't do it the way how he looks at me. I just can't. I can't do it. The way how he drives, it irks me. The way how he cleans his car, it's just, who does that? Everything bothers you. And the problem is, right? The problem is you don't realize it's you. The problem is you think that it's normal. You want somebody to say, yeah, I get it. And your raggedy girlfriends will tell you, yeah, you're right, girl. Because your raggedy friends are single too. Your raggedy friends are single too. Your raggedy friends don't want you to join a relationship, because if you join a relationship, it makes them feel lonely. I'm telling you. If that man texts if the man texts you GM for good morning, I can't see. That's why I'm single. I can't take a man telling me GM. That means you're lazy. If a man is telling me GM, that means he is lazy, and I can't do it. Shit. I'm telling you, man. Everything will be a reason. Everybody have a reason. That's why I'm single. You see, everything you watch, that's why I'm single. Really, that's why. Every time a commercial comes up, you see, that's why I'm single. You hear a man says, yeah, man. Oh, see, that's why I don't like men who say that. You don't realize that yet? You don't realize that you have 100 reasons to be single? You don't realize that you have 100 reasons to be single? 100 reasons? 100? You tell me all that reason? And a lot of times, you really think that it's not you. And the people that you are friends with, they back you up. Because people are not really your friends, you know. You know, I was talking to a guy. And me and him is cool. Yeah, me and him is cool. And he was coming to me, talking to me about his wife. And every day he talks to me about his wife. And I never really give him any feedback, because he never asks me for my feedback. He talks, I listen. Because sometimes all you have to do is listen. Sometimes people want to vent, or people want to say things, and people want to say that, and people want to say that. Right? I have more hell at night. Right? You know, and so I listen. And one day he asked me what I think. I said, if I tell you what I think, you might be surprised. He said, no, tell me what you think. I said, me and you is cool, but I'm going to tell you what I think. And what I think, it's not about we keeping a friendship. I said, what I think is you scared. What I think is you're a big-ass, scared, big-ass guy. You're a grown-ass, scared man. I said, that's what I think. I said, ain't nothing wrong with that woman. It's you. You have issues, man. I said, you got problems. He said, what do you mean? I said, see, I'm just being honest from what I'm looking at and from what you tell me. I said, you got problems, man. You got problems. I said, you're scared. I said, you've been hurt before and you can't move the hell on from your hurt. That woman ain't hurt you. I said, from what you're telling me, that woman ain't did a damn thing to you. That woman is just being a woman. Yes, sometimes she's naive because some of y'all sometimes are naive as a mother ever. Some of y'all act like you are naive. I don't think you are naive, but I think you all act like you are naive. I said, but from what you tell me, that woman is not going to do anything wrong. I said, but she's scared that no matter what she does, you have trust issues, and she always feel all tightened. You know, she always feel all restricted. She feels like you're going to mess with her anyways. No matter what she does, you're going to F with her because she cannot do right because you think this is how she should be, and you can't give her a chance. I said, that's what I think. And as I spoke to him, he looking at me like, yeah, he had this look on his face, like, this short ass dude is telling me. It's like this short dude is talking to me like this. What kind of like? What are you telling me? You know what I mean? Get her to bring his man. You know what I mean? Because I know it. But he like, okay, continue. I want to hear more. Because I'm like, I'm not lying to you because we need friends who are honest. We need honest friends. We need honest friends, man. And so I think a lot of us keep our friends in the unknown. They're lying to us. They're lying to you. And so when you meet a guy, right, when you bring up those raggedy ass stuff, them petty stuff, you know what he said, you know what he did, right? You know what happened, and your friends agreeing with you. That's right. Leave him. I said, brother, I'm not the type of man to tell you to leave your wife. I'm the type of man to tell you figure the shit out. You're a grown man. Figure it out. I'm the type of man. I'm not the type of friend who's gonna tell you, man, leave that be. Right? I said, I ain't that dude. And I told him, I said, I ain't that dude. I said, so if that's what you want to hear, I'm not the one. Because I don't talk like that. But this shit is real. This shit is real. Relationships is real. That shit takes effort. It takes awareness. It takes discomfort. You have to be uncomfortable sometimes. You got to be uncomfortable sometimes. You got to change. You got to fix your ego. You got to go out of your ego. Because you cannot be strong in your ego and have a great relationship. It doesn't work like that. And so these things are for us to help us leave the damn raggedy ass ego that we are in. This is people life. I'm telling you, we have to learn how to get, because if we keep telling our friends leave, yeah, that's right, they trash. That's right, leave that bitch, leave that Negro. All you're doing is you are making people weaker. You have to be able to solve problems. You know, I spoke to somebody earlier, and the person told me every time there was a situation in the relationship, you know, is when they stepped out. I say, but you can't keep doing that. Because every time you step out, you make it weaker. Just because there's a problem I said, when your car has a problem, you don't change the car, you fix the problem in the car. You fix the problem. Just like, but nobody wants to do that work. Not everybody just expect to meet the perfect person at the perfect time with the perfect situations. And that shit relationship don't come that way. Relationships are not made that way. Healthy relationship starts from the ground up. You have to build that stuff. Seriously, like you have to build that stuff. And oftentimes we don't want to build it. We just want to he's too short. His breath smells like he just ate okra. Or whatever that means. People want to do it. You know, his hair wasn't combed. He's not pretty enough, like a man supposed to be pretty, right? He's just the way how he carries himself. You know, some people can fix themselves. Some people you gotta tweak. Sometimes you gotta tweak your own mind and tweak your own you know. But I'm telling you, if you've been single for a while, when you've been single for a while, is a hell. It's hell. It's hell. It's hell to get out of it. It's a trap. And I'm telling you, in this time, in this day and age, we don't know what's coming in this damn economy. This economy trash. This government trash. This world becoming trash. Everything is trashing up. And just one person, I know it looks good, but that shit ain't gonna work. I'm just being honest. Listen, this economy, trash. Government, trash. The whole shit is trash. And so one person ain't gonna work. You know, it is so great to have two. It is so amazing to have two. When two come together, when two bring energy to, but we don't want to do that. Because if two of us come together, we have to look, right? We have to match. And then you have to be 6'3" and have to, you know, and you have to have six figures. And why do we need all that shit for us to come together? It makes no sense, right? And so you have to have a big ass, and you gotta have big titties. You know, when two come together, nobody talk. Energy is not about your physical body. Energy is about the mind. When two come together, it's nothing physical about that. It's not about physicalities. It's about mental. So when two come together, you get bigger, you evolve. It's a big energy. But the thing is, our consciousness right now that's happening around this situation, they want you all to stay separated because you are weaker that way. Yeah, yes, you are weaker that way. I'm being honest. You are weaker that way. I'm just saying what people ain't saying to you all. It's mental. It's when two come together mentally. It's not physically. Yes, when we come to physically, we have babies. When two come together physically, babies are born. Right? But when two come together spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, listen, expansion begins. A matter of fact, something comes in the midst. When two come together on one accord, when two can touch, but listen, if two of us can touch on something, shit. I'm telling you, Michelle, when two of us can come together and touch on one accord, man, listen, expansion begins, growth begins, life begins to shift. But we can't even have two because you're still worried about, he's not, she's not. You know, I don't like her eyelashes. That's power. I don't like her eyelashes. I don't like her weave. I don't like her ass. I don't like his height. I don't like, he does the way he dress, the way his shoes. I don't like his shoes he wear. I don't like the way he combs his hair. I don't like, this shit is just so petty that it's distracting us. It's distracting us. It's not working. Look at us. Just look at us. That stuff ain't working, man. Can't you all see that? And the more of the illusion that we live in, we can't see out of it. The more we stay in the delusion, we can't get past it. We stay in the delusion for so long that we have convinced ourselves that I'm happy this way. When two of us can come together and touch, life changes. Two. It has to be two. Even the cells work as a team. Do you all know the cells work as two? Do you all know that? Do you all know the cells work as two? And it's when one of those two breaks off, a lot of times cancer is formed because it needs its other. It needs its twin. Do you all know that? It's two. This is why when God told Noah, hey, I need two of every damn clean beast. Two. I need two. There's a power in two. Now I know we don't preach this message because we have adopted a one. We have adopted this oneness. We have adopted this one, just one. It's just me. I don't need nobody else. It's just me. We have adopted that nonsense and it ain't working. Everything is pointed to two. I'm telling you, it's two. One of us here, especially now, that shit ain't working, man. That ain't working. It ain't gonna work. Not right now. I'm seeing too many homeless people by themselves. We are too focused on the petty shit. It's not good for men to be alone. And now I seen somebody came in my DM. I don't know why. And I don't know what she thought I was saying in my post. And she came and tell me, "Dad, that's right. Your post that you made is right. Women are superior." Woman, stop looking for what's superior, right? Stop looking for what's superior and find the similarities. Find the balance. Because you're looking at women as superior, men as superior, that's the problem. That is the problem. That's the issue. You thinking men are this, women are this, that's the stupid problem. Do you notice that you cannot have a child you cannot have one without the other? If no man exists, you can't have kids. If no woman exists, you can't have kids. Without each of us, nothing happens. We have these stupid debates. Women need men. Men need women, but women don't need men. Shut up. How? How not? It's a childish debate. It's pure immaturity. And we have that. We spilling that. We just out. Women don't need men. Men need women. Really? I seen a video. This is what the video said, and she was being serious too. And which I realized, oh my God, people are. She said, which made sense in some ways. She said, if women stop having sex and stop giving birth for 100 years, we will show the man who was the powerful ones. If women stop having sex and not get pregnant for 100 years, we will show. I said, if women don't give sex and have babies for 100 years, you will not show anybody anything because nobody will be here. Think about it. Stupid. Indeed. I said, in 100 years, when there's no more babies, how do we continue the human race? It's stupid. And of course, the women in the comments were like, yeah, that's right. That's right. I said, are you all listening? Who will be here to talk about it? Who will suffer? Just men? You won't be here either. We will all be gone. No family, no young ones, no babies. Because even if you stop today, the kids who are 1 year old today or 1 day old today, in 100 years, they won't be here. And if they don't have babies in 100 years, there will be nobody here left. We got to stop being stupid, man. We're trying to find one which is the most superior. She was thinking something. Women are superior than men. Okay, fine. Now what? Okay, since you are superior than men, now what? What do we do? Men are superior than women. Okay, now what? What do we do? What is the point? We're looking for superior. We're looking for who's stronger, who is different. You know, it's so stupid for us, men and women, to point out all the differences. Of course we are different. Oh, people agree with her. Her post was long with a bunch of women commenting saying, that's right, queen. Do you all know that we are different? Men and women, we are different. We're supposed to be different, but we're supposed to come together with our differences to make a complete. Do you all know that we are different? Yes, I'm not the emotional type you are, but I'm the physical type. We don't need to be both emotional. I need to understand you, you need to understand me, but we have to have our own separate identity so we can come together and bring balance. But no. I think that we should be the same and men should be this like women and women should be like men. Then what's the point? Do you think men and women are equal? Men and women are a manifestation of God equally that depends on each other. Without one, there won't be another one. Without the woman, the men don't exist. Without a man, the women do not exist. It doesn't work. And if you look at if you look at regular evidence, don't go too deep into it because you're going to lose yourself in it. Don't go too deep into it because you're going to bring up some scientific garbage. Literally, if all men disappear, then the damn human beings are done. If all women disappear, human beings are done. Either war, human beings are no longer existing. So therefore, I need women and men is like negative and positive energy. It's a yin and yang. Right and left. That's all. It's a big difference. Yeah, Grace, I'm back. It's a huge difference. It's supposed to be different. I'm supposed to be physical. You're supposed to be mental or emotional. That's how we work. You were supposed to be inner. I'm supposed to be outer. That's how it works. We're not supposed to be the same. Hey, Amber, don't try to make me into a woman. Don't try to make me a communicator and an emotional wreck and this and this. Don't make me that, because now look at us. Look at the men that you all have created. Look at the men that you all want. This is shit that you all want. I thought you all wanted hard workers. You all wanted hard, tough, masculine men. Look at what you all got now. Look at the shit we got. Trying to change the nature of men and women. The women are hard, the men are soft. Weird. just weird. Just weird shit. And that's why it's not working. I don't get it. Why can't we, if I see you as a woman, that's who you are. Let me understand. Let me learn to understand and accept this woman as she is. Don't try to change her to be hard and tough. Just see the men that they are hard and tough. And now we got these men thinking I got these men thinking that they need help and they're weak and they are soft and they're this. And so that these men are believing that they need help and they need all this shit, and now it's getting worse. They're thinking that something is wrong. They're thinking that something, and so now this shit is worse. It's getting worse. We get men unalive, and every day somebody shooting the damn girlfriends. It's ridiculous. Because these men are swearing that they have a problem. Ain't shit wrong with them. But somebody told them, somebody told you how it's supposed to be. And when it wasn't that way, somebody thinks something was broken. Ain't shit broken, But you are trying to fix what's broken. And this what happens. We're supposed to be different. We're not supposed to compare each other to each other. We are not supposed to be in comparison with, you cannot compare me to my wife. That shit is weird. Hey, Melita, you can't compare me to my wife. And you can't compare my wife. You really can't. Hey, Gina, you can't compare me to my wife. We're not supposed to be compared. We're supposed to look at the differences and make the differences work. We're supposed to bring the yin and the yang together. We're supposed to understand that you are the woman, I'm the man. No one is greater. We are both equally needed for the human race to continue. We both have a job to do because we both are necessary partners for this human race to continue. Hey, Miranda, we are both necessary. We are both here it's not the manifestation. Y'all don't, listen. Right? Hey, Faithful, how we doing? You all don't understand. Man is the manifestation of God. The woman is the feminine manifestation of God. Man is the masculine manifestation of God. And the woman is the feminine manifestation of God. None is stronger and none is weaker. But yet, two come together, they can create whatever they want to create. It's just a manifestation. We're using those words too damn lightly. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a woman. So it ain't working, man. It's not working at all. And now here we are, scared. Here we are, scared. We scared and we think that we broken, something is wrong. You know, we don't understand our own strength. You know, a man who is strong don't yell that he is strong. A woman who is strong don't have to yell it either. A man who is powerful is not saying how powerful he is, because usually he just stay quiet. Everyone else will tell him. And a woman who is powerful don't have to keep saying that she's powerful. A man who is relevant don't even speak about himself or boast. And a woman who is relevant don't. And all you see now is everybody keep talking about themselves being this and them that and power and strong and this and I'm a god, I'm a demigod, I'm a queen, I'm a king. And so it doesn't work. It's because it's not true. We're trying to label ourselves and all these things, and it doesn't work. If you're really that great of a person, people will see it around you. People will see it. But if nobody sees it, it probably ain't true. Seriously. If nobody sees it, it's probably not true. Yeah, Lucy, if nobody sees it, but we want to, I'm this, and I am that, and I am this, and I am a king, and I am a queen, and I am a goddess, and I'm a god, and all this nonsense. We are all kings and queens, and if we are all kings and queens, that means we are still common folks. If you are all queens, you still are common. Because if everybody is something, it's common. If everybody is a king, they are all common. It's not a big deal. We like to go places where it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. It really doesn't make a difference. We say all these things and it really doesn't make a difference. Who we say we are makes no difference. Pinky, you come talk to your these men. It makes a difference, man. I just think that hey, Holy Spirit, how are we doing? I think we just here trying to, but I'm telling you, the longer you've been single, 5, 6, 7 years, and again, it's not a bad thing. Being common, standing out, yeah, Miranda, for real. It do. It really does. It gets you in trouble. It gets you annoyed. Thank you, Net. But I'm saying though, I've been on for like 30 minutes. But I'm saying the longer you've been single, man, 5, 10 years, you can. Hey, Miranda, can you help me on YouTube? Because I got some idiots on YouTube, trying to say nonsense. I just don't give them no attention because that's what they want. Because when you give a fool attention, they keep being foolish, right? And so since you know that, you pay, it's not that they're annoying you because they get on your nerves because you don't care, but it's annoying because you're embarrassed of them. You know what I mean? You just embarrassed of them. After a while it gets embarrassing for the person, and you just want to hey, stop embarrassing yourself, because as you can see, it's not working, right? Do you know what I mean? So sometimes the human race can embarrass itself, and you just don't want them to embarrass themselves anymore because it's just making what I'm saying pointless. Because here I am talking about equality for men and women, and there's some fool, some dude on here is talking stuff, and he's like, damn, I was just saying that how we are so equal. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I was just talking about men and women being equal. Yep, random things. I do. I try. I try to keep in shape. Anything for attention. Indeed. But the longer, like I said, the talk that I had with my daughter's mom today, like I said, we spoke how to overcome seeing the flaws when you're being single for so long. That's a damn good question, right? Lady, that's a damn good question. There's always an acceptance, right? Somebody asked, and this is a very important question. She said, how do you overcome seeing the flaws when you're being single for so long? Man, listen, that's a very good question, because I think that's something that and I'm going to start by answering the question by this. The reason why we see flaws on the outside It's because we see flaws on the inside. It starts with the inside. You know, when I realized that it's easier to stop judging people when you stop judging yourself. It becomes so much easier when you don't judge yourself anymore. You let yourself be. If I can let myself be, I will let you be. Because now it's only the way how I compare myself and judge myself is how I judge you. You see, as within, so without. As within, so without. If I judge myself, if I'm always effing with me and poking at me and and critiquing me and doing this and doing that, I would always judge you too. How do you stop judging you? Lord, have mercy. Boy, y'all get some questions tonight. You stop judging you by letting yourself be whatever you are. Because whatever you are is not a flaw. Whatever you are is what you have become based on different things and different reasons. And so stop effing with yourself. Allow yourself, sit still every single day. Sit still every single day. And it's not just about finding the good things either. It's not about finding the good things, right? But sometimes you have to sit there for a minute and like Gina said, look for the beautiful parts. Look for the beautiful parts. But understand this, if some parts are beautiful, some parts must be ugly too. If some parts are beautiful, some parts must be ugly too. So it's not always about finding beauty. Sometimes it's about finding silence. Sometimes it's about controlling your thoughts. When your thoughts begin to move, you shut it down. Because when you look at something for too long, your thoughts begin to narrate what you are seeing. Anything that you look at for everything that you hear or see or smell, that voice comes in. I want you to understand what I'm saying. If you look at something for too long, that narrator in your mind begin to talk. If you look at a person for too long, that narrator comes in. Oh, look at him. He think he's good looking, but he's all right. I like his hair. And you begin to hear that voice, and you don't know where that voice comes from, right? But it's a voice that clicks on. If you listen to a song or a voice or something for too long, that narrator comes on. You begin to think. And sometimes you have to see when the narrator comes on. And when you look at yourself, when you see yourself in the mirror, that narrator comes on. You begin to think. That voice in your head begin to, you know what, I don't like my stomach. I don't like this. I don't like that. And that's the voice that you got to be aware of, because you know why? Here's the problem. You hear your own voice. And so since you hear your own voice, you think that's you speaking. Do we understand this? Let's go a little deep, okay? That was a great question. I want to get with this question right here. Since you're hearing it in your own voice, like for instance, some of you hearing your mom's words in your voice. You hearing your abuser's words in your own voice. You hearing them people who have hurted you or hurt you and disrespected you, you hearing it in your own voice. And so when you hear it in your own voice, you think it's you speaking, but it's not you. It's just something that happens that when that voice comes on, you can only hear it in your voice. When your mom was disrespecting you for years and telling you that you ugly and this, and when your mom has passed on and now you are listening, you're hearing your mom's what she said in your own voice. No, you're looking at yourself like, I'm ugly. I'm really ugly. I'm not enough. Because it's your voice. And that's what confuses you. But it's not your voice. So sometimes you have to understand when you hear that voice comes on, you turn it off, because it doesn't mean that it's true. It means that you are used to hearing it, so you listen to it. Because it's familiar. And whatever is familiar. Now, if that voice changed into a man's voice when you were a woman, oh shit, what the hell is this? Right? Because it's so familiar, right? The voice, hey Jamisha, the voice is so familiar in your head, in your own voice, if you're a woman. If that voice, can you imagine you at nighttime? Can you imagine at nighttime you're laying down and the voice turned to a man's voice? I'm ugly. Oh shit. Who's that? Who said that? And you begin to trip. And you begin to get scared. Why? Because the voice changed. But because the voice doesn't change, you get accustomed to hearing it. And so you give it attention. You give it attention. You give it time. You listen to it. You begin to, I'm ugly. I guess I'm ugly. So when it comes on, you begin to act like it. Oh, I guess I'm ugly. Oh my God, you're right. I could look better. Yeah. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm being real with myself, you know. And that voice whoop your ass every single time. Do you get what I'm saying? You stop judging yourself when you leave yourself alone. There's nothing wrong with you. You are not a mistake. Seriously, you want not a mistake. And so when you let yourself be, relax yourself, relax your body. The more you can keep your body relaxed is the less judgment will come to your mind. The more tense you are is the more you judge. The more tense you are is the more you judge. And so many of you running around tense all night, tense all day because you're in survival mode, you're angry, you're frustrated, right? You're upset and you get tense. You don't like this, you don't like that, and you're tense. And the more you tense up, that voice is relentless. The more you tense up, that voice is ruder. Because the more tense you are, it's the more angry it gets. You are quicker to get angry. Do you notice that same voice, when you are happy, it gives you happy stuff? Have you noticed that the same voice that you hear when you're in a happy mood, it tells you all happy stuff? But do you know when you are angry, it gives you all angry stuff? Do you notice that? When you are scared, it gives you all scared stuff. It just matches whatever you are in. The voice matches whatever you are in. The voice matches whatever mood that you are in. Because it's not true. The voice only matches whatever mood that you are in. Based on your mood, the voice comes in. If somebody pissed you off and you are angry, that voice clicks on. You should punch them in their mouth. Punch them in their head. Kick them jokers. They ain't shit. I can't stand it. That voice matches because that's what it does. It's not you, you know. It's not you. It's just your voice, but it's not you. That voice ain't you. Hey, how we doing, Fresh? How we doing? From Papua New Guinea? That voice ain't you, man. So you have to be aware. How do you stop judging yourself? How do you stop finding flaws in others? Stop finding flaws in yourself. How do you stop finding flaws in yourself? Letting yourself be whatever you are, and whatever you don't like, you can change it. But just because you change something, I changed my car, but my car didn't have a flaw. My car was perfectly fine, but I just changed it out. I don't have to find flaws to change. I can see, you know what, not that I don't like this, but I can be this, right? I can be that. And let me work towards it. But stop finding flaws with yourself. If you stop finding flaws with yourself, you will be so more accepting of others, and you will have better friends. Hey, KK, how we doing? You will have better friends. You will have better relationships. You will have better kids. Seriously. You will have well-behaved kids. Well, sometimes. You will have better woman or man. You will have a better vibration. But when you've been single for a while, you find flaws with everybody. Because the reason why you find flaws with everybody when you're being single is because your singleness becomes a part of your ego. Your ego begins to protect your singleness. And so it doesn't, okay, let's say this right. Let's say that you're a smoker. Do I have any smokers in here? Anybody who smokes or drinks? Oh, speak about that. Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'm coming. So please don't. Do I have any drinkers or smokers in this room? You smoke weed only? Well, here's the issue. Your identity is protecting that. If you're a drinker or a smoker, it's hard to change it because that's what your identity is. That's what you consider your identity. So the ego, it wraps around it and says, I am a smoker. So when you think about stopping smoking, the ego grows stronger to protect your smoking habits. The ego, that's who you are. That's why it's so hard to stop. So every time I'm a drinker. So when you say I'm going to stop drinking, the ego gets bigger. It gets stronger, especially since you are an egotistical person. It gets stronger so you can protect the identity. When you are single, the same thing happens. When you are single for a long time, the same thing happen? You keep saying, I'm single, I'm single, I'm single. So what happens? The ego protects your singleness. So every time you think about going into a relationship, you get, every time you think about dating, it triggers you because the ego pulls you back. Every time you think about going forward with somebody, the ego says, no, you're not. Because it doesn't want change. Remember, when the ego changes, understand this, when you begin to change, the ego don't know who you are. You are in the wilderness. What the hell am I? The ego is like, but I need a word. I need to know who I am so I can protect it. I need to know who I am. I need to know who you are. Come on now, do something. Go back to what you come from. Go back to where you just came from. Go back to that man or that woman. Go back to that alcohol. I need to know who I am so I can be comfortable. Because when the ego is in that limbo stage, when it doesn't know or it can't be defined, oh shit! That's when you are get. You see? Do you notice how you are get scared when you don't know where you are? When I'm so confused, I'm lost, I'm stuck. It's because you don't know where you are, and so the ego is confused. The ego is like, I don't know what to tell you. We're in the wilderness, so we are in darkness, and you get scared and you all anxious because you don't know what's happening. You don't know what happened. That's what happens. So when you are single for a long time, the ego says, nope, flaws, 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 flaws. His nose is too big, his hair is too nappy, he's too short, he ain't got enough money. I don't like the way he chews. I don't like his eyeballs. Oh, he got some hairs on his, he got gray on his his eyebrow. Oh, no. His teeth is crooked. Oh, no. His ass is too big. He has hips. Oh, no. He has hips. Oh, no. His toenails are coming off. He got his fingernails. Oh, he got dirt between his nails. He got dirt between his nails. Everything becomes a reason because the ego must protect your identity of being single. I want to thank you for all of the confirmation, brethren. Always job. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you so much. What if the chance seriously? What if the change or chance seriously personal story? Would you love to live in perfection, Peach? You lost me on that one. What have you been afraid of? Give me a second. Let me take a sip. That tastes good. What you knew when you first saw my video? What you knew? Hey Tasha, everything you just said is me. Oh really? Listen, man. I'm telling you all, man. When you've been single for a long time, oh well, thank you. I appreciate it, Samus. I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. What's your top fragrance, man? I don't talk about those things, man. I don't talk about those things are boring. Telling you my top fragrance or what I like or what is that cute? Is that something that y'all want to talk about? That shit is so shallow. I can't. I really can't. I'm not good at shallow conversation. I'm not good at all. It's so boring. I think it's so boring. What's your favorite color? My color is green. What's yours? Yellow? Oh my God. I love yellow. I might have a yellow shirt right now, but I'm wearing a black shirt, so. But you like yellow? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I like yellow too. What you ate today? I ate some chicken. What you ate? I can't do it. I suck at it. Can't you see? I suck. I try, but it doesn't work. I can't. Oh God. Jamisha, I suck. I don't smell that good. I'm a grown-ass man. I ain't got to smell good. My wife liked my scent. I smell like man. That's why I smell like man. I smell like musk. Hey, Diamond, how you doing? I can't talk about those type of stuff. I smell like a grown-ass man. A married man, too. I smell like a married man. You know what I mean? Hey, Soft Glowy, how you doing, Soft? That's what I smell like. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Oh, shoot. I'm drinking a beer, y'all. You know what's coming, Bella Rose? But listen, man, but seriously. So let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. For the single people, what is one thing that will have to change for you to be in a relationship? What do you think that is? What is one thing that would have to change for you to be in a relationship? What's that one? Just one thing, just one. Don't give me 5, because some of you have about 10. What's that one thing that would have to change? Hey Tyler, we're just talking about being single and single questions and single stuff. You said myself? Oh, that's deep. You have no idea alignment with myself? What does that mean? Myself. What does that mean? Ego. Okay. I need to attract men who actually are intentional about the relationship. Okay. Okay. Nothing has to change. It's about finding someone who's aligned with me. Okay, Sassy. I see you. For men to be men. Okay, Grace. I hear you. But men are men. I would have to trust. That's very honest. I'm not really sure. Understood that. Nothing at all. I'm patiently waiting. Okay, okay. Learn to share. I feel that. Alignment. Okay. I had to leave the house. Why are you in the house? My residence. Okay. A married man, huh? So you smell of fruits now? I smell like bathroom and Clorox. You know what I mean? Listening better. Okay. Gina, I ain't seen yours yet. Having boundaries. Okay. That's real. Respect and honest communication. Appreciate. You know, I met a friend of mine, and I was just telling her this. I met a friend of mine, more respect for women that are bosses. An emotionally intelligent person. Okay, Brian, I hear you, Brian. Because you live here. True, true, true. Gratitude. Renee, I was just telling somebody today. I met a friend of mine, and when we spoke years ago, we were speaking years ago, and one thing that she taught me was gratitude. And I think that made me learn to see my wife differently. Seriously. It made me learn to see relationships differently, even friendships, right? It even made me see my kids differently. And yes, I thought I had gratitude, but I never knew how much I lacked until I met this person. And when I speak to this person would say things like, every time I say bye, she would say, thank you for your conversation. I was like, why? She said, because you didn't have to talk. Okay. When I ask her how she's doing, I'm so thankful that you ask. Really? Why? Because you didn't have to ask, but you asked because you care. So I was like, really? And, I would say something, and she would say, I appreciate. And I was like, why you keep saying thank you? She said, because you don't have to do what you are doing, and you don't have to say what you are saying, and you don't have to be what, you don't have to. And I'm like, you're right. You are right. You really. And so she said, I'm grateful for your time. I'm grateful for the effort. I'm grateful for the friendship. I'm grateful. And I'm like, oh my God. And so when I took that for my wife, I took that to my wife. And so even if she gave me a little bit, I'm grateful. Because why? She didn't have to. I mean, yes, I can say you my wife and you're supposed to, right? Listen, I can say you my wife and you're supposed to, and I can demand that from you because I pay the bills, but she didn't have to. And so when I realized that my wife is the same damn way. If I give her money for a bill, okay, thank you. It's my bill. Why are you thanking me? She said, my wife told me one day, she said, because you don't have to do it, but you are. I said, really? My wife said that too? And so it makes me realize that even a little bit, you see, and so when you have a friend, when you have a partner, when you have a relationship, instead of demanding and being entitled, you say thank you. Thank you. And when you start to say thank you, and you really mean it, not just, thank you, right? Because, some of you all are raggedy. But when you say thank you, it catches people off guard because they don't expect it. Because people are demanding now. Especially when you're dating. You demand him to pick you up. You demand him to pay for this. You demand him, and you demand her to give you ass, you demand her for this. And so the shit don't work. It ain't working, is it? It didn't work. We dating, and now instead of being thankful that I called you, you mad because we didn't talk for 6 hours when we spoke for 15 minutes. And so instead of saying thank you for the conversation, you're saying, why you gotta go? See, I can't stand you. I can't stand this. Hey Thurgood, how we doing? You see, that's why I don't trust. That's why I don't. It doesn't work. I think that's the first step. What do you all think about that? Thank your husband and your wife, your girlfriends. I think if we can do that, we will start with better. A matter of fact, let's go a little deeper. But why must we demand? A man is supposed to know those things also. Supposed to know what? Let me explain something to you guys, right? I'm going to be very contradictory right now. I'm going to be very contradicting, intentionally. Because I realized something. I seen a video the other day. Excuse me. Now, I know I always talk about seeing a video, but you got to understand, that's my job too. I watch videos so I could make videos, okay? I seen a video, and this lady was saying, you know, I was dating a guy, and he put himself, right? He says he put himself in a friend zone, right? He said he puts himself in a friend zone. And she began to talk and explain herself. She said, because guess what he did? We met, and we began to talk. And then he began to talk to my friends. And he began to, you know, talk to my friends more. And the way he talked to me was like a friend. And so I didn't know he liked me like that. I didn't know he wanted to date me. And so my friends told me one day, hey, he likes you a lot. But you put yourself in a friend zone. Let me tell you something, right? A lot of men are not whores like you all think. It's not all the men that are whores. What's up, Max? How we doing? A lot of men are not whores. As a matter of fact, you will see between 30 to 50% of men have been single, childless, and virgins. Do you all know that? I bet you all don't know that. A lot of men are not the whorish men that you think that you know. You see, when you talk about men, you talk about that raggedy percentage of men, who you assume will know. A lot of men don't have experiences. If you never heard this before, let me be the first. A lot of men don't have all that experiences with women as you think. It's those men that have all the kids with all different women. It's those same amount of men. It's those same amount of men that keep going around spreading that disease. It's that same small percentage of men that keep having all these babies. It's that same percentage of men that keep lying and hoeing around, because that's the same percentage of men that everybody wants because they are tall, they got money, they look good, they're pretty. It's the same raggedy ass men who does that. A lot of men have no clue. They don't have practice. They ain't been dating because nobody really likes them a lot. Right? And so these men just don't know. They don't really know. They don't want to put themselves out like that because they're not used to it. You see, I started this raggedy ass mentality when I was a kid. I started this raggedy shit when I was 16. So I had plenty of experience. I was raggedy for a long time. Men want the same thing. I'm telling you, all know how long I've been raggedy? Hey, let me tell you all something, right? The guy has to tell me I like you, or you know how long I've been raggedy? Went to the matchmaker service, you were thinking, girl, that takes a lot of time. I realized that the men don't want to be matched. You all know how long I've been raggedy, man? How long you all think I've been raggedy? I've been raggedy for like 30 years straight. From 16 to 30, 40, no, not 30 years. That's a long time. From 16 to like 35, I've been raggedy. Long time. Soft glow. I've been raggedy for a long ass time. And so I picked up a whole bunch of skill. I know exactly what to say to make your clothes fall off. I know how to dress to make you horny. I know how to wear my... Oh. I know what to tell you. What if there's raggedy? I take a sip. I know exactly. I practice it. I know when to take my shirt off, when not to speak, when to listen, when to act like I care, when to give you eye contact. Really? Hey, listen, really? For real? And I'm saying the same words, really? Because you're talking to me, your story, and I'm, really? For real? Damn. Really? That's all I'm saying. Really? And you're like, oh, he listens. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I just want some ass. Right? Excuse me. Can we be honest? I don't know what the hell you just said. Because if you ask me what you just said, what did I say, Kirk? Shoot. Ah, shit. Sometimes I don't even remember your name. You know how I used to get people to tell me their names again? Hey, how do you spell your name anyways? You don't know how to spell my name? No, I don't know how to spell it. How do you, it sounds confusing. How do you spell your name? Sandra. Just a regular. Oh, okay. That was easy. Sandra, okay, that was easy. Thank you for telling me. I had no idea what her name was. And they never caught on. How do you spell your name? But you know how long I've been writing? I've been writing it for a long time, man. So when I come on here talking to you guys about these things, it's because I've been the raggedy ass man for a long, extra long time. Simple like it, right? Why does it take so long to get it together? Not saying all men, but most. Why does it take so long to get it together? Because men. Why does it take long to get it together? Because men are not men. So let me tell you the real reason. Okay, it takes a long time. Hey Sky, how you doing, baby? And then for me, it's better to be single. I hear you. If it's better to be single because you're scared, then do what you do. It takes a long time for a man because a man don't have a clock. Women do. A woman internal reality is a clock. Woman is the only thing, sometimes, woman is the only thing that can tell a time if the clock disappears. If all clock disappears, if clocks and phones and everything else and woman is the only thing that can tell time. Because you are governed by time. Women are governed by time. Time is all in you. You have a clock, right? It's an illusion, but you have a clock. Your clock, every 28 days, 30 days, something happens. 9 months, something happens. It's just you are governed by time. Your entire life, a certain time, your menopause happens. It's just you are governed by time. A man is not governed by time. A man doesn't have time. And so for us, time is not real. And so we take our time because we grow slower than women. We really are. I know what time it was. Exactly. Just tired of getting hurt. Yeah, I get it. I definitely get it. But if you don't want to get hurt, you have to choose according to character. One of my things that I said last night was this. One of my lessons that you all remember my lessons from last night, my 17 lessons. One of my lessons was, one of my numbers was, one of my thing was, you cannot understand or explain dating, relationship, and love with logics. You can't do it with logics. You can't do it by a look. Hey, Brittany, how are we doing? No, it was number 18? Oh, dude. Okay, Chesney. You can't look at relationships and love and dating with logics. You have to use discernment. You have to use openness. You have to use vulnerability. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be... without that, it doesn't work. And so the look part, the money part, the finance part, the build part, the height part, the thickness part, it doesn't work. It's all pointless. It's all vanity. When it comes to relationship, everything on the eyes is pointless. Your hair, whatever your senses can pick up is pointless. It doesn't really make anything better. Yeah, it might make different looking babies, right? It might create different looking babies, right? It might create a different experience in having sex because, she got a big old booty and it shakes when you behind it. Or, I'm just talking real because we're growing in here, right? It might create a bigger penis, right? It might create different pleasures, but when it comes to relationship and love, it doesn't work. And many of us we can't pass that stage. Because when you have somebody, when you meet, when a lot of us meet people, right? When a lot of us meet people, who are good enough for us, who are compatible, who are great companions. If you don't like the way they look, you don't go past that. And sometimes we suffer for that. And so none of us are victims. Ain't none of us victims, because we have people, we have lost people, and we have left people who are great. We have rejected people who are awesome to go towards the one with the most chemistry. And that chemistry shit will F you up every single time. Being vulnerable is hard when you are being hurt. Yep, but you gotta do it still. Then it doesn't matter. I mean, I feel you, but it doesn't matter how hard it is. You gotta do it. If you don't do it, it doesn't work. You know, going back to work after you have been fired is hard too, but you still gotta do it, don't you? You gotta do it. Give me a second. Going back in a car after an accident is hard too. Have you ever gotten an accident? Right? Have you ever gotten an accident before in a car, and then you have to get in another car to ride? That shit is scary as hell. But you got to do it though. You got to do it. You must do it. And so yes, being vulnerable is hard after you've been hurt, but without being vulnerable, you don't get good relationship. You don't get openness. You can't open to love, and you can't experience it. And so you still have to do it regardless. It has to be done. One thing about this universe, it doesn't take excuses. I was traumatized. I thought everybody was going to hit me. Right, exactly. Made me get into a car next day. Good for him. Smart man. I like your dad. Because you have to. Because if not, you're going to be stuck. You are going to be stuck. Smart father. Hey, Sue, how are you doing? One thing about the universe, it doesn't care who hurt you. You know one thing about life? Life don't give a damn who hurt you. It says be healed. When my ex started feeling vulnerable, he sabotaged the relationship. Listen, it's not about being open and praying. It's about being open and understanding how relationship works. You have to go all the way in. You know, if you don't go all the way in, you don't enjoy it. Hey, Hermione. If you don't go all the way in, you don't enjoy it. You're not experiencing it. If you don't go all the way in, it's like going to the beach or going to a pool and you just put your foot in. Well, technically, you've been to the beach or you've been to the pool. Technically, you got in, right? We're just talking about just whatever, right? You go to the pool, right? And you put 1 foot in the pool, just 1 foot. Yeah, you felt the water. You felt it, right? You felt the water. Oh, it's kind of cool. Oh, okay. But did you really feel it? Did your whole body submerge in the water from head to toe? Did you experience the fullness of the entire water, the body of water on your body? Did you actually experience it fully? No, you didn't. You only put your foot in it. And many of us now, when we date, what we're doing is putting our foot into it. Hey, Denise, all we're doing is putting our foot into it because we're scared. I don't want to get hurt. I'm afraid to be hurt. So let me put my foot. You're doing the hokey pokey. This is not relationship. This is hokey pokey. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all wrong. You do the hokey pokey, and that's why it's all about, hey, no, you all ain't doing a relationship. We all doing hokey pokey. This is not relationships. It's hokey pokey that you are into the relationship. You see, you go on a date, and I went on a date, and then you go. If you look at social media right now, I went on a date tonight, and let me tell you the story. I think people go on dates to talk about it. I think people just going on dates just like, I went on the worst dates of my life. Really, again? You went on the worst date again? How much? And you're making a whole social media page. I went on, how much dates are you going on? And why? You just want to go on dates just to go on. You effing people up. You effing people. You effing grown people. I went on a date again. Oh, here we go with this story. But let me hear it anyways because it's drama. I know it's exciting, and I ain't got nothing to do. So hey, all the likes and comments gonna be on it. All the views, 1.2 million views. Oh my God, really? He did that? Nothing in the story is true. Nothing is true. Nothing is true, but it's entertaining. And so when you hear that story, see, that's why I'm single, right? That's why I'm single. You see, because niggas just be doing stupid shit, right? That's why I'm single, because that's what you program yourself to hear and to look for. And so everybody come on here with some raggedy ass story. That's why I'm single. Some of y'all are freaking PTSD without even being in the D itself. You PTSD already without even having it. You have PTSD before getting into the situation. You got PTSD before you even did it. Hey, Kitty Pops. You got PTSD and it didn't happen to you. You PTSD in a relationship and nothing touched you. But that's why you're single. The second thing is, why do you always get hurt? What the hell is wrong with you? Why do you open up yourself to get hurt? Why do you expect, why do we get hurt so easily? Why do we get hurt? If every time we do something we get hurt, what the hell is wrong? You don't think that's weird? Why you hurt? Why? You don't think that we are too easily hurt? No? Oh, am I tripping? I don't think that we are too easily hurt. Because we believe lies. Let me take a drink real quick. Damn, my arms are kind of big on this one. You know, I can't drink beers, right? I can't drink alcohol because when I drink alcohol, I get tipsy. So when I drink one beer, it's a wrap for me. I'm sleepy, but my drinking beers, because I don't get drunk, but I get sleepy. And so, I'm sleepy. I just got sleepy. But one beer takes me to a different place. Just one. And it's only a Miller Lite. It's a light beer. So imagine if I drink regular beers. I'm hot. You wanna hot? Whew. Is a buzz I'm feeling? Whew. Stay with us, because we give them too much power over our emotions. By the way, I can't see. My contacts, my glasses not in, so I can't see. Right? So I have to come close, because we give them too much validation. We give them too much power over our emotions because we seek validation because we believe people potential rather than their actions. That's a good point. That's a very good point. To be honest, man. We gotta stop being so damn hurt all the time. We gotta, like, shit. Like, we're not supposed to be that hurt so easily, man. Number one, we watch nonsense and we hear everybody's story. And when you hear people's stories and you decide to do something from their stories, you miss out on your own opportunity. Number two, when you always, why we get hurt all the time? Because we take shit personal. We take everything personal. Because it's always about us. Because our self-esteem, believe it or not, our self-esteem, our ego is too big. When your ego is too big, you think everything is about you. If somebody rejects you, somebody don't want you, somebody don't call you back, you get hurt. You know why? Because you take it too personal. You take it hard on yourself. Your ego is too that. You got to little bit, hey, shit, relax. Don't flatter yourself. One part of my belief systems and, part of my practice is 3 words, 4 words. Don't flatter yourself. Well, 3 words, because yourself is 1 word. Don't flatter yourself. Shit ain't about you sometimes. It's not, when people don't like you, sometimes it's not about you, you know. Sometimes it ain't about you. Some people have all different requirements and all different, that shit ain't about you. And so when you always hurt and you hurt and you hurt, is because you take everything like somebody piercing you, and you got to lower your ego. Lessen your ego. You're not. So can I tell you all something that you're not gonna like? Here is what I had to tell myself before. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you this beautiful advice. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this beautiful advice. You're not the shit. You're not. You're not the shit. You're not the shit. And so when people don't like you, oh, what's the big deal? I'm not the shit anyways. I had to feed on that. I had to feed myself that for a couple years, because I took rejection too bad, because my ego was so big, because I was raggedy. And the more raggedy I was, my ego was so big. And so rejection took me away. When somebody don't like me, it hurt my heart, because my ego was so fragile and so sensitive. Anything sends me over. And so I lived on the validation of women. I lived on the validation of women. And when a woman don't want me, I'm wondering why. What the hell is wrong with me? And so I'm taking it personal. And then one day I realized, hey, Kirk, you ain't the shit. It was hard to swallow. It was stuck in my throat. I couldn't swallow it. That was a hard thing to... I remember, I can't even swallow right now. It's still uncomfortable to swallow, because I had to swallow it, but it didn't go down. It stuck. It was stuck right. I think it's stuck there again. I need some water. When I understood, you ain't this shit. Oh shit, I'm not. But I'm muscular. But I'm good looking though. But I'm a soldier. But you know, I can speak. What you mean I ain't this shit? I am this shit. You don't want me? What's wrong with you? Kurt, you ain't this shit. You're not this shit. What? I'm tripping. You don't know me. But every time I was reminded, it pierced me. It hurt even more, and it hurt, and it hurt, until one day I realized, wait, I really ain't this shit. Hold on, why did I think I was this shit to begin with? And so since I know I'm not this shit, if I already know I'm not this shit, you can't hurt my feelings anymore. Oh, you didn't hurt my feelings, I did. And my expectations did, my ego did. My false ego. Because my raggediness made my ego bigger. Because when you raggedy as a man, when you whorish, right? When you whorish, you understand what I mean? Hey, by the way, I ain't seen your comments, okay? Don't be desperate to have a man and then end up with another man's lover. Oh, Jesus. When you whorish, right? When you whorish, your ego is big. You see them men who be sleeping with all these women? You see these raggedy ass men that you all be having, who be giving themselves away? Who be giving themselves? It's because the ego is fragile. You know why men go from woman to woman to woman? Because the egos are fragile. Do you understand me? You see why those men... You see those men who be giving themselves away to everybody who open their legs? I had a weird dream last night. I don't know what that dream meant. It was awkward. I'm ashamed to say it. But you see those men who you are with, who give themselves to Kim and Kardashian and Sandra and Sandy and Kimisha and Keisha and Netta and Kivon and Sylvia and Sylvie and Donna and Diane, and they're still with you. Those men, their egos are so fragile because they operate on that validation. And so the more women that can validate that they are good enough, they have to sleep with them, because that says, if I can sleep with you, I'm good enough. If I can get at you, I'm good enough. If I can put my penis inside of you, must be good. If I can penetrate you, if I can put the tip in, I'm good. If I can make you hot, I'm good. If I can make you horny, I'm good. If I can sleep with you again, if I can come back and spin the block and you can stay there waiting for me, I'm good. And so I have to spin the block. And so I operated on that for a very long time. It was hard. It was a hard thing to do, but I did it. It was terrible, but I did it. But when you realize that if you stop you begin to have withdrawals with, with. What's the word I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. What's the word I'm looking for? I know you all know it. You begin to have with, withdraw. Withdraw. That's the word. You begin to, you begin to. And so when a woman comes to me and I say, and she said, Kirk, I said, if I, shit. And when you come and I see how beautiful you are, or even if you wasn't beautiful and you was there and you want to stimulate my ego was already saying, boy, you ain't shit. Do it. If you ain't do it, you already ain't shit. You broke, you're short, you got a big head, you look funny, you walk funny, you're thick. Just do it anyways. And if you can do it and you're short and you have a big head, that means you're probably not short no more. And your head is regular size and your penis is regular size and your arms is regular size and you good. So just do it so you can kill that voice in my head. Do it. See, you all don't understand. You see, I'm going deep to bring out you a message that you need to understand. I'm going deep to bring it out. And you all should be thankful because this shit that you don't hear. Let me get another beer. This shit you don't hear. I think I spoke too much because I got a headache now. I think that one beer messed me up. And so here we are. That man is raggedy. I said no more beer. Drink water. I need to drink some water. I'm sweating too. Give me a second. He said drink water. I'm dehydrated. I drink so much water today. Oh, Jesus. Somebody told me, come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. Meet me at the door. Something is open. If there's anything cold out. So come pick up your clothes. You know, when I'm drunk, I'm fun, you know. When I'm tipsy, I'm fun. You see, Chastity always tells me to sing. She's the only one who tells me to sing. You all be telling me, Kirk, stop it. It's not working for me. No more beer. Oh, no. But yeah, man. The reason why you get hurt so much, to avoid being hurt, one of the worst things to do is to be shy. One of the worst things to do is to pull back fully. Because then you pick up another identity. You become reclusive. You become an introvert. You become shy, as we call it, shyness. And shyness, when you are shy, is just another way. It's just another thing that you have a big ass ego. You all know that? When you are shy, you have a big ass ego. Because if I put myself out there one more time and somebody reject me, I'm going to hurt myself. So let me be shy. Let me stay back. I'm scared because I don't want to experience pain again. See, many of us don't fix the shit. What we do, we run to another place. We run to another hiding place. We run to another reality and it doesn't work. And so many of us now, I don't want to date. I'm afraid to date. I don't want to get hurt. But we go to another place that doesn't help us. We use fear. It's a lot of shit that we don't realize that we are doing, It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that people don't talk about. It's a lot of stuff that people don't tell you. See, it's a lot of stuff that dating coaches don't say because they don't know the psychology of this reality. They know that, you see, a lot of dating coaches and relationship coaches, what they do is state the obvious shit. The obvious shit. If he don't call you, he doesn't like you. Shit, if that's not the most obvious shit I've ever heard in my life. If he doesn't see you and come by and don't spend time with you, he probably don't like you. Oh, shit! Damn! Keep spitting that game. You know, men are just hunters. Oh, keep speaking. You're making sense. Keep speaking. You know, men are providers naturally by nature. Oh, where you get your degree from? God damn. You know, woman wants to feel safe. Oh, no, they don't. Really? Really? We never knew that. Shit is so simple. But if you understand there's a psychology behind it, when you understand energy and how energy works and what energy is connected to and how it's connected, you understand how to fix yourself like this. You just don't hear the issue, you hear the solution. When you understand how energy works, you learn to fix yourself like this because everything is connected. Everything goes somewhere. Nothing stops. Energy is not created or destroyed, it's transferred. We are transferring our fear of being hurt, our fear of being divorced, our fear of being this and that. We are transferring that fear into another insecurity. And here we are at the end result, ain't no better than the next. But now you are unbothered, but you think that you are peaceful. It's not peace. It's not peace when what you want you can't have. You're not at peace when the thing that you want to do, you're afraid to do it. That's not peace. Did I say something bad? You think you're at peace when you want something and you can't have it? That shit ain't peace. It's another way of suffering in silence. You call it peace. I watched a video the other day. And the video said, she was misunderstood. She was so misunderstood. I wish I can play it for you guys. That video was so misunderstood. She said, if you want a relationship, check this out. She said, if you want a relationship, peace cannot be the end goal. Let me explain. Let me explain. Everybody's greatest thing is peace. Peace. Peace is the greatest thing. No, it's not. You ever been hungry? Has anybody been hungry before? Has anybody been hungry? Has anybody ever been starving? Has anybody ever been starving before? Has anybody missed a couple meals before for a couple days and you've been starving all day? And you've been, I starved before. And in that moment of you starving for 17 hours, did you want peace? Is peace the most important thing, or food was? Or a sandwich was? A piece of bread was? What became the most important thing? A piece of bread or peace? Tell me. If you've been starving, if you've never been starving, you don't understand. You ain't gonna get it. I've been starving. I starved in Iraq. I starved in Kuwait. I starved in Korea. I starved back home in the Caribbean. I starved a lot of places I've been. For hours and hours and hours not eating. Doing nonsense that I had no business doing. But I promise you, if you were starving and I offered you peace or a piece of bread, which one would you pick? Which one would you pick? Which one would you pick? A piece of bread. And so what's the most important thing? It depends. Damn it, that Miller Lite is talking to me and you all need to hear it. Hey, it sounds good. Peace is the most important. No, it's not. No, the hell it isn't. It's not. And if you have common sense, if you really have common sense, you realize what I'm saying makes sense. Simple sense, simple logic. Peace is not the most important thing when you have it. If you've been hungry, food is the most important thing. If you don't have love, love is the most important thing. See, whatever you're lacking is the most important thing. Come on now. Is that not simple enough for you all to get? Whatever you are lacking and you desire the most is the most important thing. Have you ever needed a way to get to work? Have you ever needed a way to get to work and there was no way to get to work? Was peace the most important thing then? Hell no, it wasn't. You break into somebody's car to get to work. But what if you had a piece of bread and not peace? Which one would you take? Well, again, the most important thing is the one that you don't have. So if you have some bread, then I don't need bread because I have bread. So peace, I'll take because I already have the bread, right? So I don't need peace. It's whatever you are lacking. And so when people, I want you to understand, you see, we keep repeating things that we don't understand. Everybody repeats shit that we don't understand. We hear everybody keep repeating the same crap. Peace is everything. Peace is the most important thing. Peace, and it's not, because when you're 19 years old, you don't need peace. Do you tell your 19-year-old son, 20-year-old son, they need peace? No, they need to work. They need purpose, not peace. You don't need peace yet. Because peace comes when the time is right. Peace comes after you learn to deal with your shit and you realize that the shit don't leave before peace comes. You will find peace in the shit when you're ready for the peace. We all know this, but we just don't understand it. You, a 19-year-old boy, you see, this is what's wrong with our society, because we bring the message of peace so much that our raggedy-ass, lazy-ass kids now are trying to find peace. They don't want to go to work. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to take care of their families, their kids, because they want to be at peace. At 20 years old, and now they are useless. The Miller is talking. I'm sorry. Is the Miller Lite talking? I don't mean for the Miller Lite to talk. The Miller Lite just comes out. It was just a Miller Lite. It was just a little simple light beer. It was a light beer. You know, I'm just passionate. You know, listen, whatever. I'm just a passionate man. When I speak, I'm passionate. When I sleep, I'm passionate. When I make love, I'm passionate with everything I do, by the way. When I drink water, I'm passionate. When I drink a beer, I'm passionate. Because I'm a passionate man. I bring passion to everything I do. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm just saying. I mean, I know that sometimes I talk nonsense sometimes, but I do, because I like talking nonsense. Because it is the gift that I was given, the gift of gab, to talk about anything. Keep preaching, let them project. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you so much. He says it's the Miller Lite talking. You hear me, right? Thank you, Sunrise. Thank you. But whatever you lacking. So now we are talking this message about peace. Peace is, why is, for me, peace is not the most important thing? Why not for me? But yet I speak on all these things. Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. Why for me, the one who's teaching about it, is saying it's not the most important thing? You know why? Because I have it. And so now that I have it, you see, have you ever got those bills money? Have you ever got those money for rent? You ever paid your bills before? But before you pay the bills, before the money come, the most important thing was paying your bills. Now you paid your bills, the most important thing changed. It changed because it changes. So don't adopt people's sayings. Don't adopt people's empty sayings that peace is the only thing. In relationships, peace is not the most important thing. Because peace should be there already within you. And even if you're dealing with conflicts, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be straight up. When you're dealing with conflicts, if you deal with conflicts from a place of peace, it works out better. Conflicts don't take away your peace. Do you understand that? I'm talking from a married man of 9.5+ years. I don't know how long I've been married. I think 9 years. But I'm talking from a man who's been in the military for 20+ years. I'm talking from a man who's been in combat. I'm talking from a man who's been in the most war zones that you'll ever experience. I'm talking from a man, from a perspective of a man who has been PTSD and anxiety and all this shit. I'm talking from real. You don't have to lose your peace to go through conflicts. See, some of you, every time you face something, my peace. Why is your peace so damn flighty? Yeah, it do start within. Facts. But I wasn't talking about you though. I'm just talking about random. Why is your peace? Are you gay? Man, I don't know. Maybe I am. Who knows? Why? Does that make you feel better? If I'm gay? I mean, what does it matter? hey, hey, I'm telling you. And so when me and my wife has conflicts, right? Just make sure you say this slow. When me and my wife have conflicts, I don't think about my peace because that shit don't mean nothing. It means that we have a conflict and my peace is still there. My peace, a matter of fact, when we solve problems, I come from a place of peace. Because just because you have peace doesn't mean shit don't happen. Shit will happen. Shit will break. Your car will break. You remember, I don't know if you all was on my live. I think I was on a live or I made a video. I was in the middle of Estonia in Europe where I don't speak that language. I didn't speak that language and I don't know what the hell to say. And my car broke down in the middle of the road. I had my 2 kids in the back of the car. And Estonia, where I was, my car just froze. And I was at a stoplight. And people was behind me. And my car just stopped. And at a certain point, I was like, oh, shoot. I don't know how to talk to these people. They don't talk English. They don't speak English. I'm like, oh, shoot, what do I do? And I see my kids in the backseat laughing. And I said, what you have? What's so funny? And they're playing. And I said, hey, you all get out of the car. And they got out on the sidewalk and they began to play and run up and down and play tag while my car was broken down. And that moment I was like, wait, hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on. My kids is teaching me a lesson. My kids don't care. Why do I care again? I can't help it. I can't fix it. I can't do a damn thing about it. Maybe I should hold on to my peace and just realize cars break down. And I went on the sidewalk and I played with my kids while the damn tow person comes. I went on the sidewalk and played with my kids and people had to go around me. Go around. You all right? I'm not the first time. This is not the first time somebody broken down. This ain't the first time that you see a car broke down. This ain't the first time. This ain't the first time you see a car stop and they can't move. This ain't the first time. This ain't the first time. And so I'm like, I began to play with my kids. I'm like, oh, shoot. What am I doing? What am I anxious about? It broke down. And so I began to play too. That taught me a lesson that I hold on to. No matter what situation I'm in, me and my wife has struggles, me and my wife this, I hold on to my peace because I realize relationship don't take away your peace. You think that your peace is not important. You take away your peace to solve the problem. You see, some of you all, just like when problem comes, your faith disappears. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? Just like when your problem comes, your faith disappears. Your faith says, I'm going. Who am I talking to? Because when you all start panicking, you start being scared, it's not peace is your problem. You are forgetful. You forget that you have peace. You forget that you are at peace. You forgot that you have faith. You forget that it's by faith everything happens. You forget, and so in that moment, you panic. It's not peace that you have to hold on to. So I don't want to affect my peace. I don't want to leave my peace. I don't want my peace. Your peace ain't got to go. Just because you have a conflict with your boyfriend, just because your boyfriend ain't calling you, just because your boyfriend didn't text you, just because your wife didn't call, your peace is your choice. So stop today. Stop using peace as an excuse. Because peace is the most important thing when you have it. I think I spoke enough. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I think I'm preaching. That's right, when you have it. And why don't we have it? The question then becomes, why don't we have it? The question becomes, why don't we have it? Why don't we have it? Because we don't want it. But if you want it, you'll have it. Because you realize one thing about peace, peace don't come when shit stops. Yeah. Peace don't come when shit stops. As a matter of fact, when shit stops, you become distracted again and you bring it back to you. A lot of times, listen, some days, thank you, Jamisha. Thank you, Miranda. Some days you get out of debt, and when you get out of debt, you miss it and you go back into debt. Have that happened to you before? Taking net. Sometimes you're like, oh, I'm debt free. Next week you're back in debt. Why? Because hey, why not? Sometimes we get back into things because we have no discipline. I mean, for real. So sometimes you get out of that toxic relationship, and what do? You get back into it, the same one that you was just praying to God to deliver you from. You go back into it, talking about, let me try it again. You pray to God, God, please, God, Jesus, please, Jesus, please, let me get out of it. Jesus, please. And then next thing you know, you go back into it. Well, I don't, you know, I don't know. That's just, it's not my fault. I can't help who you love. God, no thing. Yeah. Peace is when the external is crazy and you're calm anyways. Not the internal peace being distracted by the external. I love it. Our thoughts are so powerful. I'm telling you. Sometimes you want peace, but that piece of ass looks so good too. Like, God, boy, I know. And you know, sometimes, listen, sometimes you know you want peace. But you know if boy, she bad, boy, she fine. But you know if you mess with her, shit's gonna happen, right? You're gonna get caught, you're gonna get caught up, you're gonna get the hooked. Shit. What time is it? Shit. Let me just put the tip in. If I put the tip in, nothing will happen, right? Just put the head in. I just wanna put the head. You begin to talk yourself into nonsense. If I put the head in and not move, I just put the head in and just stay right there. Don't move. Don't do anything. I hope she don't move either. Yeah, what's gonna happen? Then you put the head in and she moved, and you're like, oh shit. You put the head in and she move up. Oh, damn it. I wish you didn't do that. No, I can't stop. I might as well finish, right? I'm telling you, that's how it works out. And you all probably think I'm joking, but it's real. A bucket of chicken, just a way. I'm telling you. I done messed up. Somebody said I done messed up a move. I'm telling you, man. You like, man. He said, no more bear? Man, Lucy, this is not the bear talking. This is me. This probably was your first time hearing me live. This is not the bear talking. This is me from a long time. Oh, well, good, Barry. I'm happy. A month later, you got a baby. I'm telling you, mad as hell. You pregnant? God dang it, how? What you mean, how? The tip is the gimmick. Listen, man. You be talking yourself out. You be talking yourself into. Maybe if I just go over, but I won't. Some of you all be like, maybe if I let him come over, but I know I won't do anything with him. Have you ever told yourself that before? When he cutting up, have you ever told yourself, okay, you can come over, but I promise you, nothing gonna happen. 2 hours later, oh my God, I feel so bad. Oh my God, why did I do that? I don't understand. Why? And he's gone and he's not gonna call me back. Oh my, why? You know, you already made up in your mind. Yeah, you can come over. The same thing that God just delivered you from, you took again inside of you. Ain't that something? Happens all the time. We foolish, you know. We go back into some we will go back into some things, don't we? We will go back into some drama. Talking about we want peace. We don't want peace because peace is not the most important thing. Sometimes pleasure is. You ever had some good pleasure? Right? I'm telling you, you ever had some good pleasure? Hold on, peace. Wait, hold on now. You be like, peace, I'm coming back. God, this shit right here is good. This shit is good. This shit feels good. Pleasure, peace. Hold on now, I'm coming. Literally. Oh, shoot. Now I want peace. And you know, sometimes, let me tell you something, right? Peace, I'm coming back. Sometimes the problem comes when you stop. Sometimes you be doing the wrong things and nothing bad happens until you stop doing the wrong things. Then something, oh my, wait. So when I stop, when I quit is when this shit happens? Oh. I'm going to withdrawals from it now. Sometimes you try to stop, and now here we go with this damn stuff. One day I stopped. A long time ago I tried to stop cheating, and I stopped, and that's when I got in trouble. Sometimes it gets you at the bad time. Shit catch up to you at some bad time. Sometime, boy. I swear I was done cheating, but it's when I get caught. I saw your email. This email. Oh my God. You was cheating on me? This was a long time ago. Damn, you could have caught me. I wish you had catch me when I was just cheating. At least I didn't have to fool myself telling me that we had a good relationship. It's karma, huh? That shit sucks. But it happens. It happens, don't it? Don't look for peace. You're going to have to learn how to balance out your peace. Especially if you've been single for a while. Many of you swear that you are at peace. You're not at peace. You are just not bothered by someone's presence. Hey, Tink. Sometimes you're not at peace because you're single. You are just not bothered by somebody messing with you. Because as soon as you get back into another person relationship, as soon as you date again, you are triggered all over again. If you are at peace, why are you easily triggered is the question. Let me ask you this question. If you are at peace, why are you so easily triggered? You ever ask yourself that? If you are really at peace, why are you so easily triggered? Come on now, let's be honest. This is a real question. If you are really at peace, have you accepted Jesus Christ? Have you? If you are really at peace, how are we so easily triggered? Like this person who asked me about Jesus Christ. Why are you so easily offended? Why are you angry? Why are you easily hurt? Is it peace then? Hey Jamila, how are you doing? Is it really peace? It's not peace. You see, many of us, we go towards peace and then we don't learn how to deal with people. We go towards unbothered, but when somebody comes around us, we don't know how to act. We become weird. Hey Carolina, we become socially awkward. Many of us are not at peace. We are at socially awkwardness. Hey LD, how are you doing? Well, thank you, Jeremy. Seriously, you're not at peace. You are socially awkward. Now we don't know how to act. People tell you hi. Right? You're weird. I'm telling you, weird as hell. You don't know how to talk. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to have a conversation. Everything you think that somebody wants to sleep with you. Somebody said, hey, you like, oh, see, I don't. You become socially awkward. That's not peace. A lot of us are not at peace. Somebody walk next to you, you feel, what kind of peace is that? If that shit is peace, you can keep it. You're not weird, you're shy. I'm not at peace if you're constantly wondering who all accepted Jesus Christ. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because Because if you accepted Jesus Christ, why you keep worrying about me? What, you like me enough to you want me to be saved too? Like, you want me to be saved? You read, and that's one of the biggest narcissistic stuff, Oh, you accept Jesus Christ? Why? You really care about my soul, huh? You really care, huh? You really like me. You really like me, huh? You don't even like your neighbor. Gosh. How do you feel about a person who takes everything personal? Boy, that's the hardest people to deal with. Those are the hardest people to deal with, man. Somebody who takes everything personal, their ego is huge. They are all about self. They are selfish. A person who takes everything personal, it's hard to talk to them because nothing is objective. It's always subjective. It's always about them. And so therefore, you can't really say much. You can't do much. You can't speak your mind. You have to walk on eggshell. And if you have to be with that person, I'd rather be by my damn self. Don't come to my house. Don't call me, because how to eliminate ego? You don't eliminate ego. You don't have to eliminate ego. Ego is not to be eliminated. Ego is to be acknowledged. The ego cannot be eliminated. Once you are alive on this planet, on this plane, on this 3-dimensional realm, you cannot eliminate ego. That is like removing your body. You cannot remove your body from this planet. The only time that you remove your body is when it's finished and the spirit has left the body, or the soul, whatever you call it. And so to remove the ego, it means you cannot be here anymore. Because I think many of us, right? Many of us, we think that we have to have an ego death. It's not, no, you don't kill your ego. You recognize the ego. You acknowledge the ego. You know the difference between the ego and the spirit. You have to know the difference. They have boundaries. They react differently. They speak differently. They feel differently. And if you learn how to feel the difference between them, if you know how to learn the difference between them, then you will know how to acknowledge, how to dismiss at certain times. Does that make sense? It's a tool. All I do is make people happy, but I can't stop from thinking. You need to understand what I'm thinking to stop talking shit. Can stop talking shit. You mean you the one who can't stop taking shit personal, you mean? Helping me out, easy. Easing God out. Indeed. No longer son, indeed. Edging God out, edging. Yeah, edging God out, easing God out. I mean, however you say it. But that's what the ego does. The ego is just, you have to learn when the ego, and the ego speaks in emotion, the spirit doesn't. The ego speaks in emotions. Oftentimes, the emotional part of you is the ego. The spirit speaks in freedom. The spirit speaks in, there's no time or space. The ego speaks in the present, right? The emotions deal with past. The spirit deals in present. And so oftentimes when you are emotional, when you are angry, when you are resentful, when you are anxious, it's the ego is taking over. Somebody or something has crossed your identity. Something is threatening your who you think you are. Something has threatened what you think you have. And so when something has threatened your identity, the ego is responding. Hey, give me back. Hey, this is mine. Hey, she's mine. Hey, that's a big ass mosquito. That's the big one. This thing is this huge. If that thing lands on me, I'm freaking out. I know I'm a man on live, but if that thing touch me, I'm fighting, I'm swinging. If you see me swinging, it's not the Miller Lite, it's the mosquito. That thing is huge. This thing is like this big. And I can see it flying over there. I can see it. And I'm not even wearing my glasses. And I can see it, like it's over there. And I can see it. I don't know how we get in. All I do is make people happy. So, listen, stop making people happy. Because you're not ice cream. You're trying to be ice cream. Stop making people happy. That's not your place. Right? When you take that role as a human being, you limit yourself. Because now you can't be real. You can't be honest. You can't be you. You see, my role on this planet is not to make anybody happy. Right? And it's not to make myself happy either. It's just to experience all things. If you take on a role to make everybody happy, you won't be happy. You won't. I heard the wings flap on the mosquito. That's how thick it is. I heard the wings. I heard the wings. That's a big ass mosquito. You hear me? Them Georgia has some big ass mosquitoes, man. Yeah. But yeah, man. Prove anything to anybody. Is there a way to help those people? What people are you talking about? Like what people? Like to help what people? People who want to make people happy or people who want to be happy? I feel like making people happy is my sole goal. I think that's something that we were told. Making people happy is not nobody's goal. It's everybody's individual right to make themselves happy. If you're trying to do God's job, if you're trying to make people happy, everybody happy. I mean, it's not a bad thing to make people happy, but you can't make people happy. Happiness comes from the inside. That's not something that you can do. However, you can be a kind person. You can be generous. You can be a loving person, an affectionate person. But understand, people are going to experience you how they experience you. People are going to experience you how they experience themselves. But oftentimes, people are going to experience you out of your control. People are going to experience you out of your control. And when people don't experience you as a happy person, it's going to ruin you. It's going to make you question yourself. It's going to make you feel sick. How do you not? But that's my purpose. That's my goal. I don't want nothing. It's going to ruin you. Yeah. Making people happy is my... But yeah, so... You got to be careful, man. Don't make folks happy. I got to take that thing out, man. You know, I don't kill flies and mosquitoes. I don't hurt animals. I don't kill flies and ants. I don't do it. I don't smash them things because I don't believe in smashing life, right? Because life, the only thing that life wants to do is survive. You all know that, right? What life wants to do is survive. Every life needs and wants to survive. So I don't take the life of these things, but when these things start to act the fool and just, hey, zzz, like, can't you do that over there? You know, can't you do it right? You got to come right here in my space. Zzz, I mean, I get it. I mean, we're supposed to coexist, right? I ain't supposed to be threatened by a mosquito, but damn, I'm not bothering you. You can't just stay in your space. I stay in my... Zzz, zzz. Like, listen, dude, like, for real, I'm trying to be nice, you know. What do you do with spiders? I sweep them up and put them outside. I don't kill spiders. I'm telling you, I don't kill animals. I don't mess with animals because it's a life. I don't mess with life. I learned years ago, you can't replace a life. Hey, Tamara, you can't replace a life. Don't take their life. Remember, we are small. Also, we are small to different creatures too. We are small and annoying to certain creatures. And why they want to take our life, but is it right? Right? It's not trying to bite me. It hasn't bit me yet. But remember, it want to bite me because it's his nature to bite me. It's his nature to bite me. You know what I'm saying? Remember, everything has its nature. Don't let me go into that story. That's how I feel about my plans. Right, exactly. Everything has its own nature. Some nature is to bite you. Some nature is to heal you. See, like how that brother said, his nature is to make you happy. Everybody has a different nature, right? And so I understand if you have an ant walk on you, his nature is to bite you because that's what it does. And so some people will hurt you because that's their nature, right? So if it's your nature is to love, love. And I know it's corny. I know what I just said is corny. I mean, you know what I mean? I know it's corny as hell. I know it's childish to say these things. I know I sound like a damn idiot and I might sound fake, but everyone has their nature. And understand, your natures don't change. Don't change your nature because somebody else is raggedy. And I mean that so much. I mean that with all my heart. Don't change your nature. Don't become like the people that you hate. Don't become like the people who done you wrong. Don't become like the people who hurt you. Your nature is your nature intentionally. But when their nature comes because they have been hurt and they come to hurt you, please don't change your nature. Don't change your nature. Don't do it for nobody. Because when you become that way, you won't like it. You're going to suffer even more. You're going to suffer even more when somebody come and do and be. You remember the story I told you guys about the monk and the Santa and the monk and the scorpion? The monk and the scorpion was a beautiful story that taught me that. There was a monk, and the monk lived by a river, and every day he would go to that river. And that river was one of those rivers that everybody came to find serenity and peace and quiet, right? Indeed, Tamara. That river was when everybody came, and because the beautiful sound of the river, the water, the beautiful trees, right? The leaves are making their noise, and the animals around it, the toads and the mosquitoes and the bugs, everything is just singing in harmony, right? And everybody came there to find peace. And a monk lived there, and he kept that place clean. And one day, this guy was battling, he was fussing, and he had problems in the big city. And he heard about that place, and he came to find that peace. He came to listen to that river. When he came to that river, he saw the monk by the water. And when he saw the monk was just looking out, and the monk saw a scorpion on the bank of the river. But half of the body of the scorpion was in the water, and half was on the land, and he was fighting for his life. The scorpion was fighting for his life. And the monk reached down to put the scorpion in his hand to save it from the water, because he was trying to come up on land. And when the monk put out his hand for him to come up on his hand, the scorpion stung him, right? And the monk took his hand up, and he felt the pain. And the monk reached back out his hand again so he can come in his hand. And the scorpion came on the monk's hand, and the monk put it free. And when that man saw that, he came down to the river, and he asked the monk, "Why did you do that?" The monk said, "Why did I do what?" He says, "That scorpion stung you, and you still helped him up." He says, "Well, that's the scorpion's nature. My nature was to help him, so I helped him. His nature was to bite me, and he did. Which one is wrong?" And he said, for the first time, that guy understood. We're all different. We all have different purposes. We all have different realities. We all have different natures. And so don't change your nature just because somebody sting you. Don't change your nature when life stings you, right? Don't change who you are when life stings you. Because when life stings you and you change who you are to become that sting, you become worse. You suffer even more. Because now that's a whole different version, a version that you're not comfortable in. A version who end up being a suffering, a version who end up being the pain. So your pain continues forever and ever. You have to understand, some people's natures is to cheat, is to lie. You ever met somebody who lies for no damn reason? You ever met somebody who just lies? They look at you in your eyes and just completely lie. And here's the thing. They know they're lying, right? They know that you know they're lying, right? They know that you know that they know they're lying, and they're still looking at you dead in your eyes and lie, because that's their nature. And your nature is to just understand that you're a liar. Sometimes that's just what it is. Don't change your nature. Don't make this world make you hard. Don't make these people make you miserable. Don't make people make you sick. Don't make people make you hold on to grudges and anger and resentment. You know, my message is very simple. Don't make people change you. You have to be consistent. You have to be intentional. The only way to win here is to be intentional. There is no other way to win. And you know, after a while, we all go to the same place, but it's the experience here that's worth it. Because we all go to the same end. Yeah. We all go to the same place at a certain time. But let the time mean something to you. Because we all have a last day. Hey Lynn, how you doing? Good evening, Najra, how you doing? We all have a last day here. We all have a last day. But on the last day, you don't know when. But on the last day, you will think about it. What have you done? You know, sometimes I think there's going to be a time when God is going to ask you, what have you done with my time? Hey, Desiree, I think God is going to ask all of us, what have you done with my time? What have you done? What have you done with my child? And you're going to have to explain. I love you too, Tamara. I love you too. You're going to have to explain. I don't want you. Don't come back to me. I was talking to my daughter's mom today. We had a conversation, like I told you. We had a deep conversation. And we were talking about her being single and how to break that singleness. And she told the guy, she said, I told the guy that I didn't need a man. I said, but you're not supposed to need a man. She said, but I'm tired though. So I'm tired, so I'll take a man. I said, nobody wants you tired. Nobody wants you tired. She said, but I'm so tired of being there. Nobody wants you tired. She said, oh my God. I said, yeah, nobody wants you tired. Don't bring your tired ass to nobody. Don't bring your tired, drained ass to nobody talking about, hey, right, I'm ready. No, nobody wants your tired ass. You know, me and her talk really good. We have good conversation, by the way. We are very open, you know. Me and my daughter's mom, we are very great friends, right? Every move she makes, she includes me in her moves. Everything that she does in life, she includes me first. She talks to me first about it, right? She Kirk, what do you think about this? Kirk, I'm doing this. Kirk, I want to do this. Tell me what you thoughts about it. So she includes me first. My daughter's mom and me, very close. I said, nobody wants your tired ass. So don't be, you can't carry your tired ass to a man talking about, I'm so tired. I'm doing it for so long by myself. Now I'm tired. Nope. You keep that tired ass somewhere else. I don't want that tired ass. Take that somewhere else. That's not fair. It's not fair. Bringing your tired ass to somebody when you finish and tired. Anybody want you at the finish line talking about, you could take me now. No! What have you done with my time? Yeah, listen, there's going to be a time when God's going to say, what have you done? Because one thing about us, ain't nobody wants you back after you have been abused and you come back all scared and musty. Listen, you come back better than... When you borrow somebody's car, you bring it back on a full tank. When you borrow somebody's car, you bring it back clean, don't you? If you dirty it up, bring it back clean. Because the journey that you're going to take the car on, it might be mud. It might be dust. It might be a whole bunch of rocks. It might be a whole bunch of... It might be dirt. But when you bring it back, you wash it off. Listen, you are going through this journey and you are just look terrible. Hey V, how you doing? You're terrible, you're tired, you're dirty, you're dusty, you're angry, you're insecure, you're raggedy, you're selfish, you're greedy, you're scared. I don't want that. Take that back. I don't want that. That's not how I brought, that's not how I gave you. That's not how, this is not the way how I brought you here. I want you back how I gave it to you. I don't want that nonsense. You all want to take back to God that trash. I don't want that. I don't want to go in that conversation because I might hurt some feelings. Not all people follow common courtesy. That's right, Sandra. That's right. Hey, Sandra, how are you doing? What am I watching? You watching your phone? Ain't you watching your phone? You watching your tablet? You watching your TV? I don't know what you're watching. You tell me. Tomorrow. Listen, man. You don't understand. You want to bring back that nonsense to somebody and say, here you go. Ain't you ashamed? Ain't you ashamed to bring this back to God? Sometimes it's expressing her ego and man hate. I'm glad I found a guy who speaks. Well, thank you. That man hate, woman hate stuff, it's too much. You want to bring that. So this is why on this journey, you get it out. You know, we're in the wilderness right now. We're supposed to get it out. We're supposed to be getting that thing out. We are in Exodus right now. We're supposed to get that thing out. We're walking around this wilderness for years. Some of us are 50, 60 years old, walking around the wilderness, still angry. Still, we can't get to the promised land yet because we're still angry. We're still scared. We're still insecure. We still have resentment. We still have hatred. We still have self-hate. We still have self-pity. We still have, we should be walking in this wilderness to get rid of that thing. But we keep passing that thing down to our generations, to our generations, to our generations. We passing all that anger. We got kids right now suffering. They have all these insecurities. They need counseling by the age of 10. They have these kids we are passing our kids a whole bunch of foolishness because we refuse to fix ourselves. You want to take that shit back to God? You want to take that to heaven? That's what you want to take to heaven? No. No. We can't take it to heaven. You can't, the frequency don't align. And so many of us, we're still here making excuses. Well, it's because he hurt me. It's because she lied to me. She cheated on me. That's why I'm angry. Nobody cares why you're angry. Yeah, nobody cares why you're angry. Nobody cares why you're bitter. Nobody cares. Nobody cares why. Nobody cares why you were there. Fix it. You're grown. Fix it. I get it. It's hard. This was a part of discussion. I'm telling you, nobody cares. You think somebody should care because somebody disrespected you and now you just carrying all this. Your whole personality is an emotion of anger. Your personality is anger. Ain't that sad? I mean, God knows my heart. God knows. No. Fix your stuff. Don't bring God into it. Fix it. Fix that stuff. Well, God on this. No, stop it. Fix your stuff. It doesn't help. It's not productive. It doesn't help. Whether God knows or not, it doesn't help. Fix it. You're here now. Fix it now. Like seriously, God knows my heart. Fix the damn thing and stop bringing scriptures to your ridiculousness. Fix it. Because we like to bring scriptures to this negative narrative that this crap. We love to bring script. Fix it. Fix the stuff. You're here now. Whether God knows or God understands, it doesn't work. It's not working. It hasn't been working. Fix it. Your kids need it. Your grandkids depend on you. Fix it. Because God might know your heart, but your kids don't. God might know your heart, but your grandkids don't. They know your actions and your behavior. They know your anger. They know your resentment. Fix it. Cut that nonsense out. God knows this. God, fix it for your family. I have a family, so I fix it for mine. I got kids. It's necessary. I fix it for my kids. So when my kids come around me, they feel genuine love. Lack of accountability. Facts. When I hug my kids, they feel love. They're not feeling anxiousness and anger and resentment and all that crap. They're feeling pure love. Because that's all I can give. Because while I'm here, let me be here. Let me experience here. We come in here talking about, we shouldn't be here. I'm not from here. I don't know why I'm here. Shut up and live. We were given a place to live. Live. Why are you ungrateful for a place you was given? You was given a land. You were given a place. Where have you been before that you now denied earth? Why are we denying earth? Because we want to claim, I am what do we call it? Chosen one. I am a child of Zion. Why can't we just be great? Have you ever given your kids something for Christmas? You worked your hardest to give your kids something for Christmas and they didn't like it. And they look at you like, well, why you give me this? Imagine the ungratefulness that we have. Yeah. Why are we so ungrateful? Why can't we just make the best out of this? I gotta go. Gratitude. I gotta go. You all have a blessed night. Have a blessed evening. I gotta go call my wife because she just called me. So let me call her back before she think I'm out doing something that I ain't supposed to do. All right. So thank you. You all have a blessed night. I love you guys. Be safe. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a happy holiday. I hope you just have amazing. Hey, same to you, Jeremy. Hey, I love you too, brother. I hope you have a blessed holiday. Hey, I wish you love. Listen, namaste. The God in me bows down to the God in you. The God in me recognizes the God in you. And the God in me connects to the God in you. So I send you love. I send you peace. I send you oneness. You all be blessed. I mean it. All right? You all be blessed. All right? I'll see you guys later. Please, peace and blessings. I'm out.